And I'm Kylee O'Connor. Today we'll be talking Oregon soccer, football, and break down some sweet dunks. But first, let's get caught up on volleyball. Kale, the Oregon women's soccer team, will look to get their first Pac-12 win of the season as they play Arizona at home on Thursday. This past Saturday, the Ducks fell to the California Golden Bears 2-0 in a rainy game at Pape Field. Despite recording one of their best starts in program history, this Ducks loss marks the Ducks' 7th straight drop contest and 6th straight Pac-12 defeat. That ties the record for the longest losing streak in program history. Arizona has not been having the most successful season either. The Wildcats hold a 6-7-1 record and are 1-5 in Pac-12 play. The Wildcats did, however, nearly defeat the number 9 ranked UCLA Bruins in double overtime, so the struggling Ducks will have their work cut out for them this Thursday.
Now, Kylie, I don't know if you heard, but the men's and women's basketball teams got together with some fans in Matt Nat Arena for a little block party this last weekend, and we had ourselves a dunk contest.
Sweet, let's take a look.
All right.
Now we have Cavell Bigby Williams with the over-the-shoulder, behind-the-back dunk. Very nice. Let's see the scores. 8s and 1 9, not too shabby. Now we have Roman Sorkin again with the windmill dunk. Those arms so long, he makes it look easy. Here we have Jordan Bell again leaping over 3 pit crew members. He definitely chose wisely when choosing those 3 students.
Wow.
All right, now over to cross country. The Oregon cross country team continued its strong season at the pre-national invitational last week. The men won the team title with Edward Chesrick finishing first. The 9th ranked women claimed 2nd behind strong races from freshman Katie Rainsberger, who placed 6th, and 5th-year transfer Samantha Nadell in 13th. Now we take it to Jillian Smuckler, who will give you 3 players to look out for in this week's Triple Threat. Thanks, Jillian. That's about all we have from the sports desk today. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
All right, you heard it here first. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Gabby. For this week's Triple Threat, I'll be talking about some of Oregon track and field standouts, as well as one of softball's senior veterans. To start out, let's take it to Hayward Field. Distance phenom Edward Chesrick was a late addition to the Oregon Twilight 3,000-meter race on Friday. After not competing since the Pepsi Invitational due to an undisclosed injury, Chesrick looked nearly back to full strength. Chesrick led going into the bell lap, but was overtaken on the home stretch by Lewis and Clark State's Sam Adkin. Chesrick's time of 7:57.26 was nearly 20 seconds off of his personal best, but afterwards, Chesrick stated that he is only 70% back to form. He looks to recover before the Pac-12 championships next weekend. The Pac-12 track and field championships have already begun for the Oregon's multi-event athletes. Oregon's Mitch Modine was the top contender going into the meet on Saturday. Modine won both the 100-meter dash with a time of 10:94 and the 400 meters with a personal best time of 48:10 to end day 1 in 2nd place. Throughout day 2, Modine struggled in the pole vault, jumping nearly 2 feet below his personal best. That, along with average marks in the rest of day 2 events, led to Modine falling to 2nd place overall. Now moving on to softball, Oregon outfield Coral Costa has been having an MVP caliber season. For the conference leading Ducks, Costa, one of 8 seniors on the team, has been the anchor in the Ducks outfield. She currently leads the team in batting average, on-base percentage, doubles, and is top 5 in nearly every other category. The Ducks will continue to utilize her skills as they look to repeat as Pac-12 champions for the 4th straight year. Well, that's it for this week's Triple Threat. Back to you guys at the desk. The Oregon men's basketball team broke the Matthew Knight Arena scoring record on Saturday, annihilating the Savannah State Tigers 128-59. Despite 8 Oregon turnovers in the first half alone, the Savannah Tigers were unable to match the Ducks' talent and shooting abilities. Head coach Dana Altman thought that the team played better defensively in the second half, but says that going forward, they need to be more active on the ball.
You know, we've got to get more hands on balls. We've got to get more steals. We've got to make more happen with our defense. And I don't like our guys are sitting back. We're not using athleticism and that to get in passing lanes. And we just got to do a better job getting on them there. We can get up a lot more.
Sophomore standout Tyler Dorsey led the team with a career-high 29 points. Freshman Peyton Pritchard, who was also a key player for the Ducks, broke the Matthew Knight record with 13 assists. Despite the good overall team performance, Pritchard continues to look forward to preparing for the games ahead.
Yeah, it's still a work in progress. I mean, we got a tough 4 games coming up, so we'll see how we are, but I think we're definitely playing better together as a team. So.
The now 7-2 Ducks will return to Matthew Knight Arena next Monday to play Alabama. From Matthew Knight Arena, for DuckTV Sports, I'm Kylee O'Connor. The Oregon soccer team dropped its 5th consecutive Pac-12 loss in a 1-0 defeat against the Washington Huskies at Pape Field on Sunday. Members from both teams knelt during the anthem, as many teams across the nation have been doing to protest police brutality and racial inequality. Oregon's Jasmine Jackman was one of the Ducks to kneel.
Taking the knee before the game means just to raise awareness for the social injustices and inequalities that are happening in our nation. That's what my teammates and I knelt for, and we're really hoping to raise awareness for that and to force people to really have those conversations, because I think as a nation, if we learn how to have those tough conversations, that's what will grow, and as well as our team. So.
As the game began, both teams had opportunities to score throughout the first half, but neither team was able to put one in the back of the net. It wasn't until the start of the second half, in the 47th minute, that the Huskies got on the board. The Ducks fought hard throughout the remainder of the game, but their inability to finish in the attacking third led to the loss. Kat Mertz said that the team needs to put together a full 90 minutes of play to win going forward.
At a halftime, I even said, great 45 minutes, it doesn't mean anything. You know, we need to go back out there and play the second half. And, you know, USC, we played 80 minutes, you know, UCLA 60 minutes. And so for us, it's going to be the challenge to put the 90 minutes together.
Up next, the Ducks play Arizona State at home on Friday. From Pape Field for DuckTV Sports, I'm Kylee O'Connor. Oregon soccer fell to the Colorado Buffaloes on an emotional senior day at Pape Field on Sunday. The Ducks held possession for the majority of the first half, but were unable to finish in the attacking third. The Buffaloes came out strong in the second half, scoring in the 68th and 80th minutes. The Ducks fought back but were unable to overcome the deficit and ultimately fell to the Buffaloes. Oregon head coach Kat Mertz thought the Ducks had some opportunities, but ultimately couldn't put a goal in the back of the net.
I think for us, it's just, I think we left some goals here on the field and a bit disappointed, and hopefully we can end on a good note on Thursday.
Senior Abby Morrow is sad to have her last home game in this way, but is eager to finish off her senior season at Oregon State.
I'd say just keep the intensity up, and there's always going to be that level of energy when we play OSU regardless, but I think keeping this trend going, a loss is never easy, but with our team, that's the one special thing is you can come from a loss, or we can come from a loss and still play like we just won.
The Ducks will wrap up their season in Corvallis against OSU on Thursday. For DuckTV Sports, from Pape Field, I'm Kylee O'Connor.